Hey, what's up? It's Matt. Today I got a hot topic I want to discuss. It will affect you sooner or later. So stick along. I want to talk about the social credit system that they're putting into place around the world. It's already installed in China. It's going to be nationwide soon. But I want to discuss a little bit about what this social credit system is, how it's being used, the goods, the positive and the negative. Before we get started, hit that subscribe button down below. Much appreciated. Helps me get my content out there. Helps me grow my channel. Helps me just reach more people. So yeah, hit that subscribe button. Show some love. Let's get started. So I want to talk about what right now, how this affects you right now. And you might not think it does, and you might wonder how it does, but I'm gonna explain something to you. Right now, every single interaction you make on social media, the internet, every purchase you buy, everything that you do is being collected and sold to big companies, because data is money. Data is money. Alright, now that's how it's affecting you now, because they're collecting all this data, and they're gonna hold on to this data. And so when this credit score comes in to play, I'm not sure if they're going to be going off of this. They sure could. It would be very easy for them to. Who isn't on social media? If you're watching this, you're on the internet right now. So you got to think, everything can be tracked, and everything can be placed into a certain category. Are you a threat? Are you are you in danger of other people? Are you breaking the law? Are you soon it's gonna be, are you jaywalking? But that's in the future. So right now it's just collecting data, and this data is worth lots of money to the people who own the system. Now, the people that own the system. Now, you could think this could be a great thing, this could be a utopia, but this might actually be a dystopia. If you think about it, what's gonna happen when you get a credit score, not a credit score on how good your finances are, but a social credit score? Ask yourself this: do you smoke? Do you gamble? Do you drink? Do you what do you do? Do you hike? Do you fish? Do you everything that you enjoy doing or you do will be on this credit score. What you do for work, if you got fired, if you haven't paid your bills, all these things will either raise it or bring it down. So you got to think, you miss your bill, your score goes down. So it's creating, yes, there's positives to this. There's positives in very slim ways, and that's to make the society act how they want you to act. And I really want to explain the fact that this will be coming global soon. In China, they have over 1 billion cameras. They have a camera for about every 2 people. They have facial recognition that can see your face, even if you got a mask and a hood. It doesn't matter. They can recognize you. You jaywalk, your score goes down. You throw a cigarette butt on the ground, your score goes down. If you have a dog and you're walking this dog and the dog's using the bathroom and you're not picking it up, your score goes down. Guess what? After so many times, they can come and take that dog. Yes, you should be doing in the first place, but now think of how far they could take this. How far of a dystopia this could end up being. I want to get this in your guys' brain. This is coming. It's already in China. It's already implemented. People can look on their phones and see around them and see what people's scores are. So they can see if a person pays their bills. They can see, and if you jaywalk, they put your face on advertising things so people can see who's jaywalking. It's public shaming. This could be used, they're using it in stores now. They have this technology down so good in some areas right now where you can walk into a store, pick up an item or two. It has so many cameras that it recognizes what you pick up, and then everything when you pick up, when you walk out of the store, it takes it out of your account. Now this is the type of stuff that is coming. And if you don't believe it, it's already here. Do your own research. Like I say all the time. China has implemented this. And it's going to be nationwide soon. So we'll get on to a couple other things I want to talk about it. But I just wanted to kind of talk about kind of how it could turn to a dystopia very easily. Well, we'll talk about some of the positives, and because I'm not gonna just have it one-sided, so I'll talk about both. So we'll get to that next. Okay, so there are positives to the system, and some of those positives are saying, say you have a high score, you can get better jobs, you can get better housing, you can get like train tickets for cheaper, plane tickets for cheaper. You can do a lot more activities. You're allowed to do more things because once you have a high score, you know, you're able to do whatever you want. Now the problem is, say people have a string of bad luck and their score goes down to here, and now they can no longer buy a ticket to get on a train. They can't rent an apartment. They can't get a job. So as quick as it can go up, it can go down, and it can totally turn that person's life into living hell. They cannot do anything. So there's a positive up here. Yes, you can do a lot more stuff if you're a perfect citizen. As they say, you're not criticizing the government. You're basically the citizen that they want you to be. But like I said, when it goes down, you're cut out of the system, and they can cut you out. Then what happens? How do you get back in? It's almost impossible. Look it up. Find some of these stories of these people that live in China that had a string of bad luck, and all of a sudden now they're shut out of the system. They're blacklisted because something happened, and now they're living on the streets. They're living in the shacks. It's insane. The stories that come out of the bad of it. And then there's people that speak very highly of it, that say, hey, it's a great system, keeps everyone doing what they're supposed to do, and they have no problem with it. So there's two aspects to this. And you gotta look, is it worth your freedom? And these where the chips are gonna be coming in. And the thing is they've already had the word chips kind of being programmed in your mind for a long time. I mean, phones have chips, and then now credit cards have chips. So you're constant. Being asked for a chip. Now it's going to be everywhere. Everyone's gonna have to have this social credit score. No one will be left out. And if you're left out, that means you're gonna be shut out of the system. So you gotta think there is positives, and I wanted to list a couple of them. I couldn't find too many, but I want to show what can happen even if you're up here with a high score and you have one string of bad luck, how you can get stuck down here. That easy. So we'll move on to the next, but I wanted to explain that a little bit. I hope you got and understood something about that. So this credit score, it's been implemented in China. This is also part of the new 5G network. They can't do this without 5G network. So expect it to be coming to you soon in your area. Within, I mean, I would give it a year or two, but it's gonna come. It's in China. They're setting it up around the world and other places, and China was the test grounds for it. And this is what the government is going towards. Whether you believe it's going this way, that way, or this way, it's going one way no matter what. It is gonna end up that way. We're gonna have that system here. That system is gonna be implemented here in the United States. You're gonna say, oh no, that's impossible. Hey, people called me crazy 3 months ago about what I was talking about, and look where we're at now. It's not far-fetched. They're putting it in movies. They're pre-programming you to see it. So that way when it comes you don't freak out. It's called conditioning. Preconditioning. Pre-programming. Do the research. I got videos. I'll put a link up here of some videos. Check them out. But I want you guys to know this will be implemented sometime or another. And I want you guys to know what comes with it. You know, there's positives, very slim, you know, total control for them up there, and you know, everyone's gonna has to be a perfect citizen or not, or be down here. But just think how this could be implemented. Every single social media post that you've written in the past, well, your lifetime, everything you've done. Think about these things. It's coming here soon. And it's being tested in China, and it works great for them. It's gonna be here. I want you guys to know this. Be aware, do your own research. Like I always say, I love you all. Have a great day. Hit that subscribe button down below. Let this get out there. More people need to hear about this, what's happening, and what's coming our way. We need to know. People need to be aware. That's my job. So hey, hit that subscribe button below. Much appreciated.